metaphor, because you have a scientist like Hockfield.
We believe that sometimes.
Now it's our turn. Don't stop us the meeting.
No, I said the opposite.
The opposite.
About evolution has no purpose. I don't know. How do you know whether evolution has a purpose or not? I don't know. I personally feel very strongly that it does, and part of that purpose is that we now know about 4% of the physical universe. And I actually find it exquisite that after hundreds of years of labor, hundreds of years of human labor, hard labor, that the myths, which were verifiable, that people would not have held on to those myths for so long if they didn't somehow ring true.
Maybe the myth is that it's taken, I would have said the paradigm, but maybe it's a myth, that the universe is rational, that everything that goes on around us somehow works by cause and effect, and that the language that describes that is mathematics. And that's the myth. You may want, that's a perfectly fine way of describing it. And I think the quest, I would see the quest actually rather than, or maybe equal to, man's place in the universe is, how far can we push that paradigm that mathematics is the language of the universe? It's been extraordinarily successful. I mean, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be holding this microphone. Nothing would work if we didn't have that as our paradigm.
The more we advance in science and we see more, the more we understand that there is even more, much more we don't understand. So I would say that, by gaining knowledge to a certain extent, we gain knowledge that there is even much more that we don't understand. If you go back 100 years or 200 years in history, there was very little that we thought we didn't understand. And more knowledge has a tendency to just open more fields where we see that we don't understand, and that's what the paradigm is. So I don't think it's a myth, it's a reality. We really don't understand.
One of the things that struck me when we were down at the Collider was that our guide was more interested in the things that hadn't been discovered yet, the things that lay in the dark.
Actually, and this is slightly provocative from at least my viewpoint, an anthropocentric viewpoint, and someone that, believe it or not, has worked on dark matter and string theory and so on at one stage, the 4% is actually the most interesting part of the universe, I believe. Because it's the part that's given rise to all of this, which is in some bizarre way much more interesting in one way of looking at it than the evolution of the universe itself, because it is easily described by mathematics, because it is that very succinct, parsimonious formulae, but you can't do that for all the stuff around us. And that's part of what has come out of the 3 or 4%. The fact that we're here, the fact that we each have consciousness and so on, is in some curious way associated with that little percentage.